Okay, so you rest within the camp, then make way back.
Yes.
And rest, get a shower. It's useful at this point.
Yes.
While we're in the forest, like before we go to sleep, I try to find the darkest spot, and I just like try to meditate on how successfully we tricked everyone. Just like see what I'm doing. I'm tricking people. Like really trying to make that connection with Vesh again.
For the first time in a while now, Vesh replies. He doesn't appear, but he replies this. And that was quite well done. This is more like you, Aurora. This is more like I imagine you.
I just like think, you fucker. and then I'm...
And again, before he disappears, he says, I heard that.
Of course he did.
Right. So, in the morning we head into town to see if there's any indications of what they're...
Yeah.
Whether or not they found the bodies and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bodies and the letters.
You start to ask around, like go to the tavern, spread rumors, wait to hear what happens back, and essentially what you can hear is that everything was just shitstorm last night. Nobody knows exactly what went down. Two ships have just disappeared or sunk during the night. Exploding crates down the docks. There's whispers of resistance, maybe? Rebels? Traitors? Hard to say. And then there was the warforged turning against their masters. Most of them have been destroyed in the fight, because while there were about maybe 100 warforged or so located in various places in town, they were not enough against the oppressors.
Yeah.
A couple of them seems to still be alive and captured at this point.
Yeah.
Probably whoever did this is gonna have the same fate, sort of execution site is gonna happen.
Okay.
So, of course, nothing yet about...
Is there any library?
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's. I probably haven't written it down, but yeah, there would be a library that is the size of a town.
Okay. Should we maybe go to the library and check out what's up with Crone Hill? If we can see any records.
I can have a look. Let's do that. Of course, step 2 of the plan is still in motion. We hopefully will hear more about infighting later.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we do. We head
Yes,
to the library.
So we played.
It's the library, but make an investigation check.
Do you want to do it advantage?
I mean, I don't... I do it, and that is a 26.
26. Yeah. What you learn from about Crone Hill and Vickers Moat, as the surrounding lake is called, it has always been part of what now is known as Delta Bay. Previously, the swamp covered the whole area, but has since been civilized, turned into a city. Not much else is known about the Crone Hill itself, other than the fact that all these people disappearing when they ventured into it and so forth. That seems to have been about 2,000 years ago that started to have these first stories of people never returning. And there's been various cities throughout time, probably about 1,000 years in history. And in the current age, that's been past 5,000 years in the current age you are right now. And there's been various civilizations that built and broken down, turned to ruins, replaced. But these rumors about never visit Crone Hill if you want to live, that has been for the past 2,000 years.
2,000 years. Can anything live like that long?
Very good again. Faye is essentially immortal. So
it's probably a fucking hag.
It's probably a fucking hag.
I'm gonna give you inspiration for that assumption.
I would actually like to cast a spell.
Yeah.
A 5th level spell. Commune with nature.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And I briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory up to 3 miles. Assuming that I'm within 3 miles of
Yeah,
Crone Hill.
the library is not that far actually.
And then I can gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice, and the subject can be either the terrain or the prevalent plants, minerals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or if there's a presence of powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
Yeah.
And that's definitely one of the things I would like to know. And then influence from other planes of existence and buildings. So actually, the last 3, I assume you have the same list that I do. So the last 3 questions.
Into the knowledge adopted. Okay.
But maybe it's something in the terrain.
Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
Yes.
Influence from other planes of existence and buildings.
And again, I like to imagine that this is a wordless communication. It's something you sense, and in that you learn from nature itself that there's clearly a powerful fae wandering the island, and has done so for a long time, but not long in terms of nature. There seems to be a faint connection to the Feywild, but not quite anymore. It seems like that connection is fading and has done so for a long time. And there doesn't seem to be any buildings, at least not proper buildings. There are places of rest, there are places of a campfire, but buildings, no.
Alright. Well, once I finish the spell, I relay that to the others.
Yeah.
Right. So some sort of fate. I mean...
Well, that's gotta be hag.
Yeah, it's probably hag then. I'm assuming we don't...
I don't want anything to do with fey creatures.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of have enough to deal with right now, don't we?
I can actually summon fey creatures. Not that I would. I just wanted to.
And James is working for one.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean, those fey creatures are not necessarily, step onto my island and you die type of fey creatures. So.
Yeah, because I was thinking that if we could have a powerful ally, but I don't think that's going to be possible without us risking our lives, and I don't think that's a good idea at the moment.
At least, perhaps if we're dealing with the Fae, we should wait until Jace gets back from wherever he's going to.
Yes.
Since he's the Fate expert. Right, so what do we do now? What's the next plan? Who's the next on the list of generals?
Did say General Kuru. Or Horan.
Okay.
No, she said wait for Horan and his other misfit of a twin.
Let me just find a list here.
The Etin was always around soldiers, so that's going to be a problem.
Well, right now, if we start from the bottom and go up, for instance, Sobia was a commander, essentially. As is Maro, the guy who essentially took, what was it? It was Stavri, Aurora at the time when you were not playing Mania, and Ias essentially took them capture during the town. Also the one riding the Nightmare steed. Then
was Maro the one who had the nightmare?
Yeah, exactly. Further up, you have learned since then through various exploits of your prisoners and so forth. There's Morris the Devourer, the Barcast who you killed.
Morris Devourer.
You have learned of a person, you haven't met her or anything, named Saranda, the Beguiler, who is clearly an infiltrator / spy. There's also Colonel Tredrax, the Green Death.
That's the guy on the Scorpion.
Yeah, and bodyguard to Major General Horam and Klaus. And
bodyguard to the Eton?
Yeah. And then above that you have the Major General Ukesh, who you just slew. Kuru, the Spy Master, and essentially advisor to Duke Blark and Horam and Klaus. Because the final piece de resistance is Duke Blark the Primal, who nobody has seen since he invaded the town and claimed it his own.
Yeah. So we have killed 2.
Yes, we've killed 2 of them.
Perhaps Marrow would be the next one.
Marrow, if we're working upwards.
Should we go to the Bordello?
We've
You can see, and Kellen is like...
Have we killed Varus the Devourer?
Yeah, that was the Borgist.
And you can see, when you mention Maro, you can see Kellen like scratches his chin. It's clearly the one that's just like...
Yeah.
Right. Maybe that's our next step, trying to figure out how to...
Okay, I think we should go to the bordello and ask if he's been there and which girls he has, or boys he has visited, and if they have any information. That's always a good place to start.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but you can easily visit the bordello because you know the owner. And you're told that Maro is one of the few people who have not any visitors. He seems to be like... I follow the law to exact wording.
He's very lawful.
Yep. He's like evil, lawful.
Yeah. Okay. Would they know where he hangs out?
Well, you have been at the station where he is positioned, and that is essentially near Fischer's house and the building above it. It's around that part of town he is stationed. Which is also one of the reasons why he visited Kelvin at the time.
Okay.
Doing the search.
Okay.
What should we do?
I think it's too soon to make another attack.
Yeah, probably.
We could seek out more allies.
If I might interject, well, it seems that the warforged now are no longer on the Kharakan side.
That's true.
That's true. But most of them are dead. And some captured.
True, but to possess able-bodied soldiers who do not need to breathe or eat would be a boon.
Yeah, it would be good to.
Yes.
Where do we think they held the people who the warforged who were captured?
Probably at one of the stations, unless seeming as the prison was broken into recently. It wouldn't surprise me if the station at the Sea Sentinel's headquarters.
Right. I was going to think.
Neris,
Yes.
you can polymorph, can't you?
Yes.
Can you polymorph into something very, very small and try to figure out if they're in there?
Like a rat?
Yes.
Rat
or
or-
a fly, or I don't know. Something small and
Oh, these you could use your wild shape.
I
Obviously
guess
safe.
wild shape do the same, but I mean...
Yeah.
And that would last longer.
Yeah, that would last longer. I can do it.
And also not concentration.
Yeah.
Right, let's just do a bit of reconnaissance and see if we can find out where the warforges have been held.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yes, I mean, we begin mission rat.
King Sebastian.
We see him on a crate on the sea though.
No.
Again, he looks down, like, fuck this. Now he goes back to sleep. Again, when you told Captain Fang that the ship sank, he was like, oh, that's too bad. And when you told that you don't know what happened to King Sebastian, he was distraught. Just fall down to his knees, cry out in the heavens.
Yeah, Aurora's just like not having it. She's just like,
and everyone's
walking
like,
away.
Again, essentially everyone's like, shut the fuck up, we are supposed to be heading.
And you're like, and all the treasure saying.
this cheese! Psych.
Yeah, but let's roll an investigation check, I guess. See if you can find out where and if the warforged are stored within.
So, investigation is 10. I'm not a natural investigator.
Lucky fuck. Okay, yeah. You actually overhear a conversation about, like, what should we do with the prisoners again, and I was like, it's so fucking weird, they always stare at us. And you're like,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't say that.
again, we see he would transform into Basil Mouse, and
The great mouse to take.
Great.
Return.
yeah, you affirm that they are placed within a holding cell, essentially, before let out to be executed.
Okay, how many guards and soldiers are stationed outside of the headquarters?
Probably there's you from where you've seen that it seems to be overrun by soldiers at this point. They are really making sure that these last ones are kept safe, that a second prison break doesn't happen.
Does these look like the elite guards you saw before?
Do they?
Two of them did, not the ones inside, they are clearly like lower class.
Yeah.
Because just thought might be relevant.
Yeah, we don't want to fight them.
Okay, we need things to calm down so it's not overrun by soldiers.
And you hear Hannah, because all of the resistance members are gathered at this point to find out what the next step is. And Hannah's like, we might still be able to get them out from the holding cells if they're still there.
How?
Well, not many of the town watch know, but actually sometimes use the holding cell to lead people out down the back. It was the way the old command used to gain extra money. And I don't think that the Kharakan soldiers know about this secret entrance. Again, I don't even think a lot of the town watch knows about it.
Secret entrance. Where?
It will lead towards the swamp to the west.
The Echo Swamp.
Yeah, the
small
small
one?
exactly, the small one.
Okay.
Was how, sorry to admit this, but my grandfather was in on the scheme, and that was how they got the people out.
How easy is it to get into the secret entrance from the swamp and go in?
Fairly easy, and also to get out. That's how I managed to escape the Kharakan invaders.
Okay, where is the entrance situated within the headquarters themselves?
It's placed within the holding cell. That's how we've got people out. Oh, I say how they got people out.
Okay, it's within the holding cell itself. When you used to work at the headquarters, how many guards were stationed within the holding cell itself?
The holding cell, well, when I was there, about 4 people. But my grandfather's time, 2 of them, and both of them were working for using this secret entrance.
Right. So that.
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, that's probably might probably be a good idea, actually.
So are there individual cells there, or is everything...
No, it seems all of the warforged has just been placed, like bound, like in these essentially metal wires.
Yeah?
And just placed inside, like stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
Aurora, are we sure we want to do a prison break? I just...
Not immediately, no. I, for one, would...
Again, if you prefer that some other of the resistance did this, that's completely valid. And we need to work together to accomplish things. Whatever you want to do.
You just don't want to risk the lives of others.
If the, so there were about 4 guards, assumingly.
If not more.
Yeah.
We should at least wait
Well,
a day.
Yeah, for
Because they've just captured them.
the whole thing to calm down a little bit.
If we wait too long, perhaps they will be dismantled or...
Yeah, that's probably true. They'll probably start executing them fairly soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we could... Do we think that it's the elite guard who's in there?
The ones I was encountered were just regular soldiers.
Yeah.
Really?
2 elite guards. Should we send someone else to do this? I don't feel quite safe having to do another prison break. I will gladly stand guard within the Echo Swamp, but...
I don't know. I mean, I keep thinking that it'll be... Does seem like a fairly easy...
mission?
Thing to do.
Snatch and grab, essentially.
Yeah,
Snatch and grab is just
It's
never
deceptively easy, right?
Yeah, that's true. So the exit went from the holding cell to where?
To this small sector of the Echo Swamp.
Right, and back. You can go to that small area and then back.
Perhaps we can check the Echo Swamp. Recon, see if they've figured out where it is. And if we can find the entrance, maybe try to figure out if there's any sign of life within the secret passage itself, and just to make clear that they haven't figured anything out.
Yeah, we could check out the secret passage from this side, and then decide whether or not we.
Because I'm just worried. What if they expect a prison break?
Yeah, that's
and they are lying in wait to attack us.
Yeah,
that's why we won't be doing it today.
Yeah, and we will also be going the other way around it. So let's check out the tunnel to see if there's
and the swamp itself.
Yeah, to see if there's even a possibility.
Yes, we should take Hannah with us at least.
Yeah.
Something.
Because she knows the entrance.
Okay, Missy. And the wolf, sea wolf.
We're also taking Nat with us.
Yay! And he jumps on Missy.
Yeah. Everyone else just stay here. We're just going to do a short recon mission.
Okay. We'll assist and start to cut up some food.
Yeah.
For you to enjoy and
How are food rations?
and can this within the swamp or here?
Here.
Easily. I manage.
Good.
I still have my old contacts. There's more people in the swamp I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Also, my petunias are fucked after you dig down and dig up an assassin. But
Fun enough. Yeah. Let's go to the Echo Swamp.
Cool. You'll go to the Echo Swamp with Electromagine, Naris, and Hannah leading. Because they're probably the most attuned.
And we're walking stealthily just in case we come across a scouting party.
Certainly.
Stealth checks?
Yeah, you.
Neris is probably gonna activate. Can you do pass without trace?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can definitely do it.
36.
36. Nice. Yes.
30.
And you see Nat cast invisibility on himself.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pass without trace.
Yes, but you easily make your way into the swamp. There's nobody there. You hear the occasional sounds of creatures in nature itself, but otherwise no other than you, it appears. And Hannah leads your way to the secret entrance. It's essentially like on top of a hill, but there is a secret hatch that is just completely overgrown by various plants and so forth. And had she not been there, I doubt any of you would have been able to find it. Maybe Naris, but it would have taken a long time for you to.
It would probably have been a commune with nature thing. Where I would have to ask them, where's that doorway?
Yeah, some man made a drill hole in me, man.
Naris?
Yes.
Are you good at discovering tracks?
That could be. Yes.
Survival checks, in terms of investigative. That would probably be more.
Because I'm thinking we should check if anyone has been around here lately.
Yeah, that would be a survival check. If it's outside the tunnel, inside probably more place.
I'll roll a survival. That is an unnatural 20.
No, whoever has been here, because Hannah said that's how she managed to escape. But there's been no one else since then.
Right.
Okay.
I would check out the inside of the tunnel.
And this clammy at first because plants also start to grow inside the tunnel, but it's about just a long, straight, echoey tunnel.
Yeah, we keep
no light or anything.
We keep silent, and I will scout ahead and check for traps.
So, and Hannah and looks towards you. You don't got dark vision, do you?
No, I'll just hold on. There we go.
So investigation.
And essentially, you see Hannah like. Jolted because Nat grabs his hand, but he's invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, and essentially he and the wolf fall along.
18.
Yeah.
Wait, we've had another rest, so that means I was actually a 19.
Back up and running, man. Yeah, but you make your way, and it takes. I was probably at that distance. It probably take 20 minutes to get to the other end of the tunnel.
Okay, what does it look like when we reach the end of the other tunnel?
It's just a wall in front of you, and then you can see there's like a lever on this side. On the other one, Hannah told you is essentially you have to push one of the bricks inside, and then you have to tap on one, and then draw a circle on the third.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so they haven't figured out where it is.
No.
So we could easily send someone else to do this. We're not going to do this now.
I mean, we're already here.
Also, we
Like, do you
don't.
remember the last time you said
Yeah,
let's do something?
I mean, if we hadn't
It
just
can't be that easy.
if we hadn't just gotten our ass,
We don't know how long to keep them either. You just hear a voice stating.
That's true. The thing is, they might start.
And we're whispering very low at this point.
They might be holding them so they can. I mean, during probably today or tomorrow, they'll get rid. They'll get rid of them.
Probably gonna do some experiments to find out what went wrong with them.
Yeah. Also, there's
Yes.
no telling if they'll get that thing back again and then just
Exactly.
assume control.
Neris, can you scry into the room itself?
Not today.
Okay.
You,
No.
you can turn invisible, can't you?
I don't know how long. I think it's just like...
But I mean, I could just make myself.
I believe it's an hour of concentration, and I've still 40 minutes to go.
If it's just scouting, I can be a rat.
Yeah. Just, I mean, if there's no one in there, really, or like 2 guards, then it would be so easy.
And also, we don't really need to stay and fight if we just go
This
behind.
is at the end of my next turn.
That's the magic feat, rather feat, class feature you have. So that'll be 6 seconds.
I have no idea.
What is your idea?
If you could get in there, so somehow, I look like I could pass as a guard, right? I mean, I'm no.
Sure.
I can disguise myself. You get in there. I use the ring of switch. We switch places. I'm a guard who's always been there. I check out the whole thing, and then if possible, I just lead the warforges out.
Sure. Just wait for the. I'll blow my horn when you should switch.
Blow your horn.
I have a horn of silent alarm.
It means that only her ally is
Only
here.
you will be able to hear it.
Oh, because I was gonna go. That's a great idea.
I also have a horn. Some warriors, apparently.
Yeah, I also have a horn, actually.
I want a horn as well. Yeah, and the thing is, I can just put the immovable rod in front of the door, click that, get all the warforges out. Bob's your uncle.
I'm just
What
imagining.
of the soldiers and guards that are within the holding cell?
I'll figure a way to get them out of there. Just shoot.
Okay.
Just to understand, what is the plan again?
Neris going in as a rat to somewhere near the cell.
Yeah, preferably in the cell.
Alright, so in the cell.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay, then you switch and you
use
lead out.
the horn to signal that I'm there. Then switch.
Yeah.
And then that's the.
Okay, I thought it was in reverse, that he got inside, then you switch, then you...
Oh,
No.
It's like, what's
Right.
next step? Yeah, that's doable, I guess. Hannah says.
Right, should we...
Hannah, can you teach him the combination?
Yeah,
to
it's easy enough. Again,
open-
she tells you exactly how you can
Yeah.
press this one, tap this one, draw a circle.
Right.
And what's gonna happen is Neris is gonna go in. Just. This is a good place. Then you'll switch in, and just because you're that bit taller, you'll just instantly knock your head against something too hard.
Knocks and country.
Right.
Well, then Neris will
Yeah.
scuttle in.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for it
find
because
the
I love
toilet.
this plan. So yeah, you make your way into the cell, and they're still there. You do hear that they're talking about maybe we should do it today, maybe in an hour, maybe in 2 hours we should.
I'll find a nook or a dark corner or something, and blow my horn so he can hear it.
Right. I go switch.
And I am willing to switch. Just in case.
I do believe that you need to use the ring with a creature you can see, but I'm not gonna ignore that. So yeah, let's go through.
Oh, because I don't think we...
I can't recall if I've written that down. Or maybe it's just 60 feet. That might just
It's
be.
60 feet.
Yeah, that's
Okay, see, creature you can see.
yeah. But I'm gonna ignore it because I like this idea. So
Right, so now I'm in a cell. There's a bunch of warforged.
yeah,
I put the immovable
and you
rod.
see there's about 12 of them. That all of them like what the
Right, I put the immovable rod in front of the cell door.
yeah.
And I start freeing warforges. Just start freeing warforges.
Cool, yeah. Essentially, as soon as the wall moves, like soldiers do come looking down, like you can't do that. Puts in the key, like
You can't do that. Actually, I can.
one of them like starts to take like a leap into it, and he's just not that cool. Like
It's
a 30 dex strength save, and even with a natural
specifically
20,
to move the rod.
even with a 20, you wouldn't be able.
Right, I'm just standing there. The free in warforged, and when the free just start and you're spoiling the
You just hear this like
go away.
as you walk down the corridor, and some of them talk about getting some mages from the burning torch in so they can dispel the magic of this whatever rod.
Aurora,
Yeah?
do you have that fire thing?
Yeah. I get, no. I run into the room and I'm like, can I?
Yeah.
So,
Right, I just want them away from the door. So I grab
all of them like
Yeah.
move
Right.
from cover, and
I grab the thing
we run
and we run.
and we close the hatch
Yeah.
as soon as.
we hear people clearly shouting as they bang against the door. But like, how the fuck do you open this? I saw it open. And, like,
Right.
Yeah, that was easy. Let's go. Yeah.
And I have my immovable rod again.
Yeah.
Right.
I use my potion.
cool. So now we have added 12 warforges to the resistance.
Yeah. That was way too easy.
Yeah, again.
Suspiciously easy. Can we insight check the warforges?
No, again, the reason why it was so easy because they fought the fortress impregnable or impenetrable.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about the secret entrance.
Shit.
Right.
Well, we can't use that again.
And
No.
essentially, you have gotten 5 of these knights with the 2-handed swords, and the rest are scout or infiltrators.
Yeah.
A warforged infiltrator. You are looking awfully
I am human.
Human. I am Norman because I am no man.
Norman the human.
Human man.
Normal human.
The infiltrators are like some name, some fake name, whatever they try to be. I'm Norman the human. Sure, we humans don't call ourselves the human. I'm Norman the human.
I'm Bob the dwarf.
Affirmative. Roger.
Yeah,
Right.
do we make our way back to the Echo Swamp then, to the camp?
And you can see these are not used to okay, you have to tread here. Because then you don't make tracks, and so we just see now it's like, okay, I just fluff off this bush again.
I imagine that I just cast Druidcraft so many times.
And for the what must be the second or third time, all the people in the camp grabbing sticks and stones and so forth as you see these warforged.
No, relax, boys. They're with us.
And it's just coming in camp, like a queen coming back home with all the slaves.
Essentially, I believe you have convinced 2 of them to carry on.
No, just walking. This is how it is done.
What the hell are you going to go through? It was my idea.
Shut up.
Has that stopped ever before?
Can an immovable rod couldn't be unclicked and then the clicker?
No, I think
No.
maybe. I can't recall.
There's something around it. Maybe, I mean, I would have been smart enough to place it in a way that I can't just go, oh, there
It also seems pretty useless. It's because you don't need to attune to it, right?
No. Just the shenanigans.
Immovable rod.
Is it immovable rod or rod of immovability?
Immovable rod.
Okay.
Yeah, we have achieved so much that I will allow myself the rest of the day off.
Well, right. I mean,
It must be nice to be your own boss.
we also do not have we also do not have a plan for what to do next. So.
Until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again.
Okay. Yes. Cool.
What is our mission? One of them says, and you can see
Stand guard.
one of the scouting units you're so fucking dreary. Hello, greetings. I am metal.
You're metal?
Metal with a P. It's
right.
very important.
That makes sense.
Infiltration unit. These are my associates. We are very thankful for all what you have done here.
You are very welcome.
So what are we exactly here for?
Resistance, really.
Yes. We seek your aid in defeating the Savage Legion.
The Savage Legion. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And that's the whole 3,000 years ago, before the hibernation, and
Yes,
then
but
waking up, and
they
then
they are now the Kharakan army.
Really now? I just thought the Kharakan army was like part of the whole Witch Queen thing. And that was where I was going, so I'm not an expert on the subject, I must admit.
Yeah. Right now we need your aid, and we would love for you to guard these.
Totally, makes much sense. As you can see, he's just eyeing the magical stone you're having, like, he's getting like...
Why am I still a good luck?
Again, each of you like that have trinkets available, he just eyes them like...
Aurora would never have something so valuable in open sight.
Okay.
Never.
Maybe a golden braces instead. Like... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and the guys will aid with this.
And
slavery tends to make you one bit slightly tipsy, man.
Yes. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it for now. And now we...
Excuse me, you said resistance, right?
Yes.
What are all these peasants doing here? I don't get it.
Aurora's just straight looking at Captain Fang and like... That's you.
Oh, never.
Oh, never. These are members of the Resistance.
Oh, golly.
Yes.
Well, there's only one way, and that's up, it seems.
If you would like to train some of them to become
better flesh bags to get stabbed or killed, yes, certainly. Yeah, again, does not need a whole lot of training. That what you need is weapon. Metal.
That is of course correct.
Yeah.
We will try to get some weapons for you.
Yes, weapons is probably also a good
and
idea.
food.
Yeah, food. Oh, food that I don't need. Yeah,
No.
but weapons would be good.
But for the meat bags, they need food.
Right. That's why I hate pets.
I mean, technically, the sort of the weapons thing isn't that hard, especially if you can travel to any tree on the planet.
Yes. And there's like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wow.
We could just take food for somewhere else.
You go away with the bag of
It would take a long time to do so because it's one round it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean,
How many times can you cast it a day?
once. So
Go back home to Sorbakai.
with the bag of Olden.
Yes.
Fill that bag of Olden up with weapons.
true.
And come back.
Again, it's certainly doable.
Let's
Is that our next plan?
then you go for you can go today, come back tomorrow.
I mean, I would like the rest of the day off.
Yeah, you get the rest of the day. I don't think
So much.
we've freed a bunch of warforges and it's not even noon. Well, I think we're good.
Yes.
I think we're good for today.
Yeah, I'll say you have done your deed of good work.
I mean, that would just essentially buy all the weapons in it that can be bought, and then we're good. I mean, for a little while, for weapons.
Sure.
That'll work. It's just a
That
round
is
trip.
that plan.
So I might as well just leave now then.
Oh, should I follow along with you? I've never been to the city. Sounds splendid.
I think I'll just go.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you need the bag of holding?
Can't blame a gal for trying, right?
Do you need the bag of holding?
I mean, I'm not strong enough to carry that many weapons
Yeah,
without it.
so you'll need a bag of holding.
She's just hanging off like...
Like, Spy only keeps everyone my brother. That's why I'm crying.
No.
I know.
Thank you.
Keep
Right.
good care of it. I have
will.
many things.
Maybe you should empty it first so we can have more things in
Nope.
store.
Let's go.
Okay, no, keep the cannonballs and the pots and pans.
I'm taking those, like, the unnecessary stuff I have, like a cannonball, like...
Again, because you do know still when you need to empty it unless you want to pull out each and every weapon. Then you can just.
And then it just goes ring.
No, not everything is coming out. Just like those things.
Okay, it's just because it will still happen when she returns back. It's like, I got all the weapons, guys.
I just love the idea that so you should empty the bag of folding. Alright, sure. Cheese. Horn, and the captain is like, wait, what?
Like, we're gonna take that out before we go to the...
Well, would our airship still be in Soaring at this point?
No, you
cannot remember.
Essentially, you told the airship to follow you to Stanbeck or to Jotunheim, where you were.
Yeah.
And from there, then fly approximately close to Delta Bay. You will take, at this point, they have reached Jotunheim, I would say, and are making their way to Delta Bay.
Yeah.
Do you have the money for all the weapons?
I'm assuming they're on the airship, but you said they could be in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I would say so.
Right, so I mean, yeah, we do have money.
Right.
So I'll just go.
So you and that's then you come back tomorrow, and then I'll check my books to see if I can figure out anything about that metal thing. Talk to some of the.
Oh, the name is Metal.
No, the other.
Oh, okay.
The source.
The what?
What's it called? The source? The something?
Yeah, the vessel?
The vessel.
The vessel. It has been here?
Yeah, it was on a boat, and then we.
It was on a boat.
They were sort of starting it with electricity, and then we.
Oh, that might explain the whole thing why we were waiting for them then.
Yeah, I think that's.
Does the vessel have? It has an effect on you. That's what she.
Well, essentially, I don't know how much you know about the war 3,000 years ago. It's a bit before your time. Metal says, and you can see she like sits down, like clearly grabbing for some tobacco or something. Like, oh shit! All has been taken.
And also, I do not have luck.
Please tell me that Davry is not around.
He's not.
Wearing a armor made of a warforged.
I don't know.
Just be.
He's still in Somakai at this point. Actually.
Good.
And she's like, well, better kick that habit then. Essentially, we were built to fight the Kharakans, or the Savage Legion, or whatever they were called, humanoids. Again, one flashback from another. It's not really that different. And to accomplish this, the dwarves and gnomes that built us created an entity known as the Edict. Essentially, she was a hive mind. She could control us all if she wanted to, but she could also speak to all of us, and we shared that knowledge. And at some point, did try to weaponize her by inserting her into, well, the vessel. That did not go well. Right. I believe you have been told that Kharakan is basically a wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't before that.
Oh right, that was you. That was the warforged.
No, it was let's say a cautionary tale of what happens when you meddle with forces you don't quite understand.
Right, that makes sense.
And we just said that bitch, please.
I mean, are we sunk to the bottom?
Oh no, you just the vessel again. The edict is dead, and you can see two of the warforged like look towards the other like, is she? And they're like,
So we need to get her back.
I mean, we need to find not until we find.
We need to find the vessel.
The vessel, but I think the vessel is at the bottom of the sea, so it's probably gonna stay there for a while. It's metal. Probably doesn't swim very well.
True.
Right.
As long as the vessel don't have a host or anything, no problem.
Wait. Didn't we see
someone?
They kept forming a female shape and stuff like that?
And when you said that, Middle is like, if I could gulp, I would do at this point, but...
So, bad news?
Right.
Well, kind of bad. I think, again, it's unprecedented, so this is hey.
What is the weakness of the vessel?
Does it have any weakness? Can it be contained?
How can it be subdued?
I don't know. That's one of the problems.
Okay. But, yeah. But then again, I mean, if it shows up again, it shows up again. Right now we sort of have a war to focus on.
Nope.
Nearest you go get the weapons and we...
and food.
Yeah, and the food. And we'll probably have to figure out what to do next.
And as you say this, you see that Wilbur is leading a couple of people inside the camp. They are wearing black armor, or black and red armor, with these black robes essentially obscuring the fact that they're wearing armor. And there are 2 women and 1 male elf. And this is Fenian.
Oh.
This is essentially...
Tobias.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fenian from a darker timeline, essentially. That's how you can see him.
Sure.
Again, his long hair he used to have is now this military crew cut. Clearly nicks and scars across his face. And he's now wearing these black gauntlets with these spikes on it. And tattoos you can see like crawling up along his...
I noticed the name and I go...
And you can see, and you exactly, a ranger, goddammit. And you can see that when Finian notices it's you, he's like giving you just that, like, okay, we need to keep this cool, guys.
Okay.
And you see that Wilbur introduces himself.
These guys were staying at the Fairview Inn. They call themselves the Burning Race, I believe, and they want to aid us.
Right.
And you will see that the woman, one of the 2 women, clearly the leader, as she has more flamboyant armor, a completely white blonde hair, shock white, that's braided to her side and down, and says, "Hello, my name is Olivia. It's an honor and a pleasure to fight alongside you." And she reaches out the hand.
Inside check.
Certainly. What do you want to know?
Like, if she seems like she's genuinely pleased to meet us and to join the resistance? Or if she's lying?
Yeah.
She's not just saying she's pleased to meet us, but
Yeah.
doesn't really care about us at all.
I'm in the resistance.
15!
I'm indifferent.
You cannot read her. She is a closed book.
Right.
But again, she seems to be pleased
Yeah.
to meet you, and like, oh, and a short one as well.
Oh, I thought I was gone.
You have no. You can decide if you have teleport or not.
Yeah, I figured I would have gone as soon as possible just to have as much time to...
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't even follow through with the plans and so. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So no, you're gone.
Yeah.
I introduce myself to the other female. My name is Aurora. What is your name?
Sophitia, she says,
And then I go over
and
to...
she has essentially like this lustrous brown curly hair.
Yeah.
It's just running like a wild mane, essentially.
And then I go over to Fenian. Aurora.
Finian essentially, awkwardly, as Finian do, grabs your hand and says, Vamana. So, a resistance. It's gonna be fun, Olivia says.
Oh, most definitely.
It's been alright already. I mean,
Yeah, I've
only
heard
had
you've
one
been
day.
quite busy. Apparently all the events at the harbour, what are you doing? Very much
wait, who's
Of
told
course, with help from the rest of the resistance.
Wait, who's told you all this? How do you know?
Oh, we know things. We know
Oh,
things.
that's always good. They know things.
I know things, you know, stuff.
Some things.
But how exactly? Because we need, of course, to make sure that the army doesn't get the same information that you have.
Where are my manners? One moment. And she produces a bag of holding,
Yeah?
opens it up, pulls it out, and there comes this bound bugbear.
Oh.
You see a purple attire, a necklace of carrion birds, 2 black scimitars still attached to his hip. Allow me to introduce Major General Kuru.
What?
And that is where we end the session.
What?
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Doraken.